I'm Elijah Abdullah, and I was born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida. I graduated from Brown University, and in total, I've been full-time in the classroom for a little over 10 years. 6 of those years has been in China, and currently I'm in my first month and a half at Dipont, located in southern China in the famous tech city of Shenzhen. After spending a number of years, about 8 years, working at a couple of institutions in 2 different countries, the idea of China just kind of became kind of real to me. And I started searching for a new place to experience education, to experience culture. And, I got my first assignment in 2014. The difference of the culture, just visually and in terms of language and the sites and just infrastructure and the food. Every day was like just a new adventure. And to combine that with what really surprised me was a deep respect that students had for teachers on any level. I'd never received so much respect from my students, and I had worked in a place that was built on respect to elders. We've made a comfortable life for ourselves, really experiencing Chinese culture firsthand, learning a new language, and professionally really getting an opportunity to engage a new group of students that are really hungry for education. During the last 5 years, I had a chance to get and concentrate on subject teaching, in particular history. And after 5 years, it was time for a change, and Dipont was the answer to a lot of where I wanted to find myself. One of the things that attracted me to Dipont was its emphasis on professional development. There are few things that I'd like to accomplish in my career as a teacher. And this offered me several pathways. One, because it's such a large and a company with a really good reputation that operates many centers at different levels in China alone. So just the network of opportunity, the number of teachers and centers mean that with an initial positive experience, there are so many opportunities to not only either remain where I am or move to another center, and opportunities for promotion. So I look forward to this 2-year contract. I look forward to getting those formal certifications and using actually what I'm doing in terms of the classes related to really monitoring lessons, assignments, and curriculum, scopes and sequences, and completing projects and tasks relating to teaching methods and subject knowledge, applying those in my classes that I teach, and at the end, really putting myself in a better position for the future. Well, the move to Shenzhen is one that my wife was quite excited about, and you know how the slogan goes, a happy wife is a happy life. Just to kind of tell you the timeline from the time I got the contract, things went seamlessly. In fact, in terms of the package, of course, it checked off all the boxes in terms of making a move. But from the time that I got just a list of contacts on the ground here in Shenzhen, from the Chinese management that's responsible for transferring paperwork to the CP, the center principal, that answered some questions that I had about things like how the insurance works on this end, to things about good places to live. Basically, they were able to hold my hand and get me from point A to point B. the accommodations that we were able to secure definitely exceeded my expectations. I've never been to this city before, so just other than knowing some of the basics about geography and about history, I didn't know much, but wow, I mean, the neighborhood that we found ourselves, not only is it conveniently located in relationship to the school, but I mean, I got a double balcony with a mountain view on one side and an ocean view on the other side. So yeah, my family's really happy with it. And you know, one of the things that you'll learn in coming to China in terms of culture, you need to be a kind of teacher or professional that's really flexible in terms of your programming. And that's in the sense that you know, there are lots of details about schedules and about the program, you know, and the academic setup that you know, you may find out a little bit later than you're used to, or you may find that you're doing a little bit, playing more active role in terms of the actual planning, in terms of the curriculum than you might be used to. But it's a kind of thing that may be a bit daunting in the beginning, but it's pretty similar in most places. So I wasn't surprised to really expect to be not only on task, but really up for the challenges that I found. Generally speaking, I would say that work-life balance, working in a company like Dipont is much more favorable than some of the experience that I had back at home. Most of that accounts for what your job assignment will be in the context of a country where the English language or English language subject teaching is still in a developmental stage. You'll have students that are highly motivated and highly successful over their careers, but at the point in which you meet them, you may find that they may be maybe a year, or in some cases 2 years behind in taking the same, let's say, college level course. So specifically, I have some seniors that are taking my world history class, which is generally taught to 9th and 10th graders in the States. And I have some 11th graders that are taking, well, most all 11th graders that are taking my human geography class, which is usually not taught beyond the 10th grade. So what that means for you is that you can benefit from not only your certifications, but your years of experience. And there's not a huge amount of, let's say, maybe relearning or reteaching, that relearning or kind of imagining your particular subject area. That often requires not only at the school level, lots of committee assignments, developmental work in terms of the curriculum, lots of outreach programs for maybe students that are academically challenged, and even can involve lots of interaction and communication with parents on many different platforms. In terms of the schedule itself, well, the Chinese calendar, similar to the calendar back at home, has lots of holidays and lots of, let's say, breaks. But in particular, you know, there's the big spring festival that can be up to, let's say, 6 weeks. And of course, in the summertime as well, there's also a pretty decent break. So what I've seen so far, we start here at 7:30, we finish at 4:30. There's a 2-hour a break in the middle, so it averages out to about 7 hours. But I have a break coming up, so I imagine that I'll be able to kind of get ahead of things and to stay ahead of them. So I won't have to take work home, and I'll be able to enjoy my weekends and leave the office in the office.